I've heard people say the Bible is a contradiction. I feel it's a contradiction when you pick and choose what you hear, what you envision. I've heard people say you can't be Muslim and gay. I've heard them say the same about the Christians, but there's more light churches today. I've heard people say you can't be wrong and strong, yet and still every book says not to judge, for everyone walking, breathing, living is wrong. I've heard people say that sin is born and inbred. I've been taught differently and choose to live my life as if I was born pure and not born a demon instead. I've been told many things and I've been shown a few. I've been told about Buddha, Muhammad, Christ, just to name a few. The funny thing is that with all their differences, their similarities, at least to me, rang true. There's a certain amount of respect and love and honor that should be held in everything we do. When we walk across the street and we see someone pass by, we should greet that person, a smile, a wave, just to say hi. Never know what somebody's going through, and that greeting might have lifted their spirits or cheered their day instead of holding up picket signs and rioting about who's different this or that way. It really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because when it's all said and done and it's our time to go, nobody can speak for me but me. Our highest power knows everything that's going on, sees everything that's going to happen even before it's formed. So why is it that someone would choose to wake up and contradict life by walking around with a scowl on their face and in their heart only wanting to cause strife? I can't live my life that way. I can't pretend to be something that I wasn't created not to be, if that doesn't make sense to you. And I comprehend it pretty clearly. See, it all breaks down to this, and this is in a simpler way I can put it. When you're born to die. Automatically, you grow older. With every breath you take, your timeline becomes shorter. So what you do in the interim of living is what counts. It's what weighs out the scales of good and bad, of where you'll be going in the end. Will you leave happy or sad? I can only speak for myself. But when I look around at everyone that's living on this planet with me, I feel sadness. I feel depression. And I feel mass confusion. Because the way that things aren't the way things have to be, but it's the way that people choose to live their lives and afflict their thoughts and their beliefs on another human being. I believe one way, my brothers are different. It doesn't mean that we're not the same. That's the line of judgment. I refuse to cross that because my past isn't crystal clear, and if you live in a glass house, well, you know how that saying goes. Stones aren't to be thrown, they're to be placed upon the ground, one on top of the other to build, and the build is what people should be doing from one human being to another, instead of always instigating these strifes and making commentaries and blogs about who's right and who's wrong, whose God is better than yours. What do you believe in? Who do you pray to? Who do you look to when everyone else around you is scattered? Is it Gandhi? Is it Buddha? Maybe you're a Rastafarian. Maybe you don't believe in anyone or anything at all except for what you can see. If you can only believe in what you can see, then you believe in mockery, politics, confusion, strife, hate, terrorism. I don't believe in only what I can see, because if that was the point, there's no choice, and continue to breathe, striving for a better life, because this world isn't the world of the light. We already know who this place belongs to for now. We see travesties on the news constantly. There is no good news, except for the little glimmers that are caught. People catch an angel here and there. People say hi to an unknown could-be friend, or give a hand or give money to a strange man. Other than that, I refuse to believe in only what I see, because spiritually I know with my third eye I don't see any of these things. I see light, I see stars, I hear laughter of children and angels. I refuse to leave that world to be a part of this one, where hatred is rampant, rage is the new norm. It's not okay to be who you are. Why? Why is it wrong to be who you are? Why is it okay to pretend to be somebody that you're not, someone that you don't know? When you fall asleep being who you are. When you wake up the same. Why change in the middle of your day? I'm not. I don't want anybody to. If who you are, let's say, is a Ku Klux Klan member, that's who you are. Don't put on a suit and tie and shake hands with a black man at work. It's who you are. Be true to yourself. Don't neglect yourself. If you happen to be a Muslim and you see another Muslim, even if they look like me, greet us. Each one can teach one. You don't know the struggles of the man that you meet. You don't know what language they speak, and you don't know the language of the universe if you're so quick to cut off and block off everybody else that's not like you, because then you'll be in an island with only you, and nobody, and I mean nobody, survives alone. It's just food for thought.